Thank you, and welcome to your Wednesday night Hatha Yoga. So, I really invite you to work with the class as always to your own level. So it's always even more important. We've just had a little discussion before class about one potential injury, knee related, and I am also conscious that many of us are working at home or working in non-standard working environments. So sometimes we're getting a bit stiffer. Maybe we're a little bit more sedentary than we might otherwise be. So just be aware of all those elements and remember the options I give are for you no matter how experienced you are, because on this particular day you might need an option that's a little bit more gentle on your body in certain areas. So please do feel free to take those. I invite you just to come to your opening position. Lovely idea to lie down, particularly if it's sort of just the end of your workday and you just need to create yourself a little bit of space. But equally, if it's your morning, as it is for Anne in the UK, just taking this time to start to check in with how you're feeling this morning and how you might have slept. So wherever you are in your day, just begin to ease in, maybe lying down, soles of the feet together, or you can stretch right out in a shavasana-like pose. I promise I won't let you fall asleep. More than welcome to close eyes if that serves you. And just begin to check in with your breath. Noticing without breathing too specifically just yet, seeing what you can observe about your natural breath cycle right now. Are you feeling a little bit gaspy, or are you feeling slow and even and contented, or is there a little bit of other type of irregularity with your breath? Just be a kind, benevolent observer, just seeing what's there for you this evening, making those observations and then just releasing them, letting them go. If you've made that observation and it's connected to an emotion, you're always more than welcome to note those sorts of thoughts. So, I'm feeling stressed, or tense, anything like that. You're more than welcome to give it a name, but really moderate any engagement with it. So when you notice those thoughts starting to turn towards work or other activities of the day, anything like that, anything going on for you personally, just resisting the urge to start that conversation, just noting it and then seeing if you can allow it to drift off as any other thought does. Now perhaps beginning to take more conscious breaths, feeling your abdominal cavity with your belly expanding. And then on your exhalation, softening it, allowing your belly to fall away. Inhale, expand. And exhale, soften, exhale, fold. Inhale. And exhale, soften, release. Long exhalation is lovely right now. Just 3 more of these, seeing if you can feel your abdomen, chest, even maybe your side ribs. Exhale, side ribs, soften your chest, soften your abdomen. Expand abdomen, chest, side ribs. Exhale, soften chest, soften abdomen. Last one of these. Inhale. Inhale. Maybe inhale again. And then exhale. 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 Beautiful. Now release. Return to your natural breath. Seeing how you might have been able to change your state just with that small amount of slow breathing, that small amount of checking in with you and how you're feeling this afternoon. I invite you now to open your eyes if you close them. maybe begin to move any way that feels good. So if you feel like tucking your knees up and having a little hug, a rock side to side or back and forward, anything like that, any movement, or maybe you feel like stretching out long, just really releasing here. And then rolling yourself off to one side and bringing yourself up just to a comfortable seat. Nice loose leg, cross leg is a great idea. We're just coming to a brief period of pranayama, just a few rounds this evening. So we've already done a little bit of deep and conscious breath, but I thought I might work a little bit with a count to start to build incrementally. So we're going to start with a 6 in, 6 out sort of count, a fairly normal, minimal count. And then we'll start to increase that over a few rounds from 6 in, 6 out to 9 in and 9 out. And then once we're comfortable with those few rounds, I'll offer a little brief retention at the top of the inhalation, the exhalation. We'll just stay with a retention of 3 counts today. But again, the idea of this is to start to reduce minute ventilation, so starting to lengthen and potentially deepen your breaths. But if at any time you feel any catching or any sort of signs of fear or stress of any kind, just bring it back, go back to a different count, or just take a little break and have some natural breaths. Synchronizing our breath now to begin. Exhale. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Inhale. And exhale. Introducing the brief retention now. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Pause. 2, 3. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Pause. 2, 3. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Pause. 2, 3. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Pause. 2, 3. Release control of your breath. Return to natural breathing. Make any observations about whether that felt easy or challenging, or whether it just felt fairly normal, fairly okay. If you're able to keep these longer breaths going, it's a really lovely thing to start to work into a longer period of practice. But we are only on an hour class today, so we'll keep moving. Just before I head upside down, I'm going to turn off my video on the ground. So bring yourself to start moving now. So don't worry about coming to knees. If your knee's sore today, maybe come back to a child's pose. We're going to do a little shoulder opener, maybe taking the right arm through, left arm forward. You can keep this nice and flat, or if you'd like to, that left arm can come around behind. Just take a few breaths here. 3. Getting into your upper spine, your thoracic spine. 2. 1. Beautiful. And coming all the way around. Second side. Left arm, reaching forward, option 1. Option 2, snake around. Option 3, tucking the hand. A few breaths. 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. And release. Look forward. And just make your way all the way up. Downward facing dog. However you get there is fine, particularly if you've got a sore knee. Just go straight there. Grounding your hands, rolling your shoulders out. We're going to take a few breaths here. 5, 4, 3, 2 more, and 1. Beautiful. Right leg high, reach it on back. And coming forward, plank hover. Twice more. Inhale back. Exhale forward. Last time back. Exhale forward. Pause and hold. 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Right foot down. Your left knee can connect, or if it's sore, you can keep it lifted. We're actually going to bring ourselves today to the twisted Parsvakonasana variation. So you can take hands together and just come to a nice twist. So back knee can be down if that's comfortable, or it can be lifted. Or you can start to come into the full twist. Arms, and with this back heel, it can stay lifted if that's more stable, or traditional option is to take the heel down. We're here for 4, 3, 2, 1 more. Beautiful. Gently release. Come back. Downward dog. Have a little hangout. See how that felt. And second side. Left leg reaches. And forward. Pause. Twice more. Inhale back. Exhale forward. Inhale back. Exhale forward. Pause for 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Left foot down, right knee may connect or stay lifted if you're a little bit tender today. Option to come to twisted side angle. So it can be a nice prayer twist with the back knee down, or it can be a prayer twist with the back knee lifted, or it can be full arm, and option with that back heel can stay lifted if you find it more stable, or traditional variation with the heel down. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2 more, and 1. Lovely work. Release. Hands back to downward facing dog. Just have a little hang out there. And then walk everything forward to your standing Uttanasana, forward bend. Have a little hang. Fingers into elbows or hanging on the floor. Softness in your knees if that helps ease your lower back. Just be aware of the nuance of using your knees to change where you're feeling the opening. 3, 2, 1 more. Beautiful. Soft knees, roll it on up. Lifting on up. And exhale down. Beautiful. So coming to our salutes now, our vinyasa. So as always, I'll give a couple of options. You go straight to the option that's right for you. So you don't need to wait for me if you prefer something stronger, but also Give yourself a break if you need just a more gentle practice today. As long as you're going through, you still get great benefit. So inhaling on up. Exhale, roll through. Inhale, look forward. Plant your hands, walk or step back. You might take knees down, little chaturanga, maybe a baby pause. And then come through cobra, up dog if you're already there, down dog when you're ready. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 more. And then walk to a step. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, fold. Roll it on up. Exhale, standing. Beautiful. 3 more times. Inhale. Exhale, roll. Inhale, look forward. Walk, step or float. Knees or toes. Chaturanga. Cobra or up dog if you feel ready. Down dog when you're ready. Taking 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 more. And walk, step or float. Inhale. Exhale. Roll it on up. Exhale to standing. Beautiful. Twice more. Inhaling. Exhale, fold. Inhale, look forward. Walk, step or float. Knees or toes, chaturanga. Cobra or up dog. Downward dog. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 more. And walk, step or float forward. Inhale. Exhale. Rolling yourself up. And standing. Beautiful. Last round. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, look forward. Walk, step or float. Knees or toes. Chaturanga. Cobra or up dog. Downward facing dog. 5, 4, 3, 2 more. 1 more. Walk, step or float forward. Inhale. Exhale. Rolling up. When you're ready, exhale to standing. Beautiful. Take yourself a couple of breaths. We'll move now to surya, namaskar B, salute to the sun B. Just 2 rounds. Inhale through chair. Exhale, fold. Inhale, look forward. Walk, step or float. Remember, you can use knees, no problem. Chaturanga dandasana. Take a cobra or an up dog before your downward facing dog. Right foot, when you're ready, comes to warrior 1, right side. Release. Lower down. Cobra or up dog. Downward dog. Left side, warrior 1. When you're ready, inhale. Exhale, lower. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward dog for 5 breaths. 4 more. 3, 2, and 1 more. Walk, step or float. Inhale. Exhale. Roll yourself through chair pose. Come to standing. Beautiful. 1 more like that. Inhale, Utkatasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, look forward. Walk, step or float. Chaturanga. Cobra or up dog. Downward dog. Right side, warrior one. Be deliberate about your movements. Exhale, lower. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Left side. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale up. Exhale your way back. Downward dog. 5, 4, 3, 2 more. 1 more. And your choice, walk, step or float. Inhale. Exhale. Utkatasana chair. Pause. Standing, beautiful. Give yourself Tadasana mountain pose. Feel free to close your eyes, check in with that little bit of breath and balance. Lovely sensation. So moving now to standing postures as always. If for any reason the vinyasa is not working for you tonight, there's no need to stitch everything together with a vinyasa like I do, because you can just simply move from standing, just move to between the standing postures as I cue them. And it can take, so particularly if you've got any soreness in shoulders or elbows today. But otherwise, if you're feeling okay and you'd like to flow, inhale. Exhale. Inhale, look forward. Walk, step or float, knees or toes for your chaturanga. Cobra or up dog, downward dog. We're heading ourselves towards warrior one, right side. Get yourself prepared, head there. Check in, knee over ankle, a little bit of length in your tailbone. Arms might reach up high. We're going to stay here for 5. So often this is one we've kind of skipped through, but it's really quite nice. Great for iliopsoas, also quite good for hip flexor. 4, 3, 2 more. 1 more. Beautiful. Now you might like to take hands to your hips. Maybe walk that forward foot over to the middle of the mat. And option, take 1 step or 2 to take yourself towards eagle pose. So if you're just taking 1 step, you might lift the back heel, step yourself all the way around, and I'm going to turn to face you so you've got a little bit more of a cue here. So that's that left foot over the right, touch down for a little kickstand, a little bit of balance, hands might come to the heart center, option 1. Option 2, you might reach out and take that right arm over left, wrap around, drop the shoulders a little bit. Bottom foot might lift to challenge your balance, so fix your gaze. And taking extra care with your knee, this next one's contraindicated for any sore knee, is to tuck the foot, bend a bit deeper. We're here for 4 more, 3 more, 2, 1 more. And then releasing your arms, a little bit of airplane. I'll go back to the top of the mat. You might step yourself on back so that you can sweep to a warrior 2. So settle in here. And we don't want to skip warrior 2. It's some people's favorite posture. So take 5 breaths. 4 more. Courage, strength, stamina, beautifully expansive chest. 2. 1 more. Beautiful. Flow now through your reverse. Inhale back. Opening up. Beautiful. Exhale over. Nice soft Parsva Konasana. Twice more. Inhale. Exhale over. Last time. Sweeping back. Opening your side body. Exhale over. You can take a nice soft side angle like this with elbow to knee, or you can take this bottom hand down or bind if you're in the mood. Taking 5. 4, 3, 2, 1 more. Beautiful. Sweeping back up. You might shorten your stance for Trikonasana triangle pose. Head yourself on over. Back of the shin, ankle to the, sorry, back of the hand to the shin, ankle, or big toe. If you like to flow in this posture, it's optional to exhale, soften. Inhale, open. Exhale, soften. Inhale, open. Last time, exhale, closing the hands. And then inhale to expand. Turn from your belly button. Settle on in. Maybe take the big toe if it's in your range. You're here for 5. Firming that right leg thigh. 4. Grounding the base of the big toe and the front foot. 3, 2, 1 more. Beautiful. Lower your gaze, soften, lift yourself on up, turning to the side. We're coming to wide angle forward bend. So this is already starting to get a little bit of hip work and certainly opening in the adductors happening. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, head yourself on over, fingertips under the nose. Inhale, lengthen. And then exhale, folding all the way down. You can walk your hands back in line with your feet if that's accessible. Beautiful. And take 5, 4, 3, 2 more, 1 more. Lovely. Inhale, walk forward, soft knees, and coming to the front of your mat to flow. Hands either side, stepping back, knees or toes, chaturanga, cobra or up dog, downward dog when you get there. Take a couple of breaths. And then take that left leg forward for your warrior 1. First, so set yourself up, back heel grounded if that's comfortable. Otherwise, you can lift it. Raising the arms, getting that sensation down your iliopsoas, the hip flexor, the front of the right hip. 4, 3, and that's where playing with this little finger, turning it to the median line, the middle line, reaching up. 2, and 1. Beautiful job. Now option, lowering the hands, maybe take that front foot to the middle of the mat, pick up the back foot and step, taking 1 or 2 steps, give yourself all the way around to garudasana on the other side. So I'll turn to face you for comfort. Beautiful. And option to keep the hands in prayer, or option 2, left arm over right this time, wrapping them around, maybe lowering the shoulders. Feet have the option of lifting and starting to take this option. Take care not to do this next one if you have sore knees. Otherwise, try tucking the foot. Fix the gaze. We're here for 4 more. 3, 2 more. 1. Beautiful. Release. And if you're in the front of your mat, reach yourself all the way back. I'm going to come to the other side for comfort and sweep to your warrior 2. Beautiful. Coming to this lovely expansive pose, left side. Anchoring here. Take 5, 4, 3 more. 2, 1 more. Lovely. And flow when you're ready. Inhale back. Exhale over. Twice more. Inhale back. Exhale over. Last time back. Exhale over. And take 5. 4, bottom hand down if you choose. 3, 2, 1 more. Beautiful. And lifting yourself back on up. Shorten for Trikonasana if that's appropriate. Inhale. Exhale your way over. An option to flow in your triangle as well, completely optional. Exhale, folding the hands. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Inhale, open. Exhaling to close. Inhaling to open. Settle in now. Find your posture. And 5, 4, 3 more. 2, 1 more. Beautiful. Gently lower your gaze. Soft knee. Inhaling up. Exhale. Wide angle forward bend in the C variation. So taking yourself back once more. Inhale the shoulders wide. Exhale. Clasp the hands behind you and start to head yourself on over. Don't worry how far your hands come away from your hips. Just work with your shoulders as they are on this particular day. Just starting to enjoy that sensation, probably feeling in the anterior front part of your shoulders. Breathing gently. 4 more. Active thighs. 3. Grounded feet. 2. Folded hip. Once more. Inhale. And then exhale, starting to bring yourself on out. Beautiful. And now bringing yourself down into an optional, so bring the feet together a little bit, optional squat. We're going to come to malasana, quite good for hips. So if this is particularly tight for you, feel free to lift the heels if you need to. So coming all the way down into your squat. Check the width of your squat for your body. And if you can't squat all the way down, support yourself with fingertips. Great idea. Maybe even place a rolled up blanket underneath the heels. Take hands together to get a little bit of that lovely leverage on the inside of the thighs, but resist it a little bit by compressing the thighs inwards too. So you're getting this lovely little bit of resistance activity. 4. Lovely. 3. 2. And 1. Beautiful. Now hands down, leaning to one side. You might lift the heel, taking that leg out. So you might work with this one with the heel lifted, or you might start to bring yourself down to the ground. Maybe lift the hands. Beautiful. And taking 5, maybe pressing out through the ball of the extended leg. 4, 3, 2, 1 more. Lovely. And hands down, bringing yourself together, switching sides. So you might need to bring your feet in a little bit to help that, taking that opposite leg out, remembering you can start with that heel lifted, balancing on the heel, and then starting to work yourself down. So it takes a little bit of Achilles flexibility, or cultivates a little bit of that. It also cultivates this lovely opening in adductors and hamstrings. 4 more. 3, 2 more. 1. Beautiful. And lifting yourself all the way up. We're going to walk ourselves around. Little bit of vinyasa. Step back, knees or toes. Chaturanga. Cobra or up dog. Downward dog. Take 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 more. Beautiful. Walk, step, or just slide yourself through. Seated forward bend. Start in your staff pose. Take 5, 4, 3, 2 more. And 1. Lovely. Walk it on forward for your seated forward bend. Back off the knees a little if you need to. Walking on down, reaching on the floor to begin with, and then once you're comfortable, maybe taking outer edges of the feet, thumb into the base of the big toe. And 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, doing great. Enjoy the sensation in your back body. 2, 1 more. Lovely. Inhale, lift. Exhale back. Janu Sursasana is next. So folding that right knee in, and just depending on how and where any soreness on your knee is, just taking the foot a little further out if that's more comfortable. If it's not, just come back to the double forward bend, no problem. Otherwise, bending the leg, cultivate this bind, so active knee, and then without the hands, take the foot to the side and see where you can set yourself up, and then releasing the arms. Same principle, little bend in the knee, head yourself forward, belly button might start to head towards the thigh, chin towards shin, but only if that's appropriate for your body. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 more. Lovely. And lifting on up. Knee in without your hands if you can, and release. Beautiful. Starting to get this voluntary movement of the hip without your hands is quite useful. So bending the knee in initially, active knee, hands free if you can, starting to take the hip out to the side. So that's really what will start to cultivate. Much of what we do, or much of what we're advised to do in terms of taking the foot in when we bind or anything like that, is quite strong on the knee. And so by making sure that the knee is supported, active knee, and it's your hip that's doing the external rotation, you start to get very conscious about the hip movement. Starting to head forward now. Remember, you can back off the knee, turning belly button to thigh, head yourself forward. Have a nice deep fold. Take 5, 4, 3, 2 more, and 1. Lovely. And lifting yourself all the way up if you can without hands. Bring the knee in and release. Beautiful. And pause there. Come to our old friend Navasana before we go to pigeon. So we're nice and active. Coming to a nice little hovering posture. We'll do 3 of these together. So option 1 here. Option 2, feet lower than knees. Option 3, feet and knees in line. Option 4, extend. And we're here for 5, 4, doing great. 3, think about your bandha, pelvic floor, abdomen, and throat. 2, 1 more. Lovely. Release, maybe hover. If you'd like to lift, maybe cross, lift, maybe feet. And release down twice more. Come to hover, that's option 1. Option 2, feet lower than knees. Option 3, feet and knees in line. Option 4, legs start to straighten. Check your back is lifted. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 more. Nice job. Lower down. Your choice of lifting if you'd like to. Cross high if you can. Maybe lifting buttocks, maybe feet. And release. Lovely. Last round, little hover first. Option 2, option 3, or option 4 if you'd like it. Taking 5, 4, 3, gazing towards big toes. 2, 1 more. Nice job. Lower down, hover. with control. Maybe cross, maybe lift, and release. Beautiful work. Now folding your legs underneath you. Come to a downward facing dog for your entry. So we're coming to pigeon next. So check in. If the knee isn't feeling so great in pigeon, remember you can always come onto your back and do that lovely figure four stretch. I'll show that to you in a moment if you need it. So right knee heads towards right wrist. The foot can stay closer to the groin for a little bit of more gentle on the knee, or if it's okay, flex the foot, start to take it up a little bit more parallel with the top of the mat. Make it yours, pad the back knee if that's helpful as well. Take a little bit of this puffy chest pose initially. This will really create sensation in this right hip. This is called pigeon pose, so think about their nice, beautiful feather chest. And then when you're ready, head yourself down, maybe forearms, maybe to a bolster, or maybe all the way down to the floor. Remembering you can vary your angle if this posture, which for some doesn't actually feel very much, you can actually change your angle, maybe walk a little bit towards the foot of the forward leg. Back leg might go back into a diagonal, and then you'll really start to just find your little sweet spot. We're here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 more. Beautiful job. 1 more. Lovely. Helping yourself on up. And softening back to really head over to that right side hip. Bring the back leg all the way around. We're going to come into the half Lord of Fishes. So we take that front leg either inside the knee or across that bent leg and turn just towards the top leg, or if it's in your practice and okay for you today, maybe lifting that right arm up, elbow on the outside. There are different options, different binds, but this is a great one for most bodies. You can also pad a block or a book or something underneath this back hand. Optional bind is to extend the arm to the instep. That doesn't work for a lot of elbows, so just be super careful. Well, the option is to bind all the way through the legs. Take whatever version is right for you, breathing gently. 5 more. 4. 3 more. 2. 1 more. Lovely job. Release. Take that leg back around and your choice to flow through. Downward dog. If you'd like, chaturanga. Cobra or up dog. Back to downward dog. And we'll set up second side, remembering if this happens to be your sore knee side, you can come onto your back for that lovely figure four stretch. So left knee heads on in, left foot towards groin. That's a bit gentler on the knee. If it's more accessible, you can start to bring that shin parallel. Starting up in your quite upright pigeon pose. Eka pada, 1 foot. King Raja pigeon kapo tasana posture. Eka pada Raja kapo tasana. King, 1 foot, king pigeon pose. So head yourself on down when you're ready. Taking forearms, a bolster, a chair if you're super tight, that's always an option. Head on down. Remember, you can play with your angle to get more or less sensation in your hip, depending on how your body feels tonight. So play with that. And we're here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 more, and 1. When you feel ready, release, bring yourself up. And if it's okay for your body or any way to get there, maybe start to lean to that right side, bring the back leg around, come into your half Lord of Fishes. So that might be foot on the inside of the knee, perfectly fine, great option, or on the outside of the knee if you would like a little bit more sensation in the hip. Turning towards the top knee, or if you'd like to, extend that left arm up, maybe take the upper arm and elbow on the outside of that right knee. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, turn. And just for your interest, the 2 binds from this perspective, optional. Taking of the instep, but just be super careful with the elbow. This is not for all bodies. And the bind all the way through if that's, again, appropriate for your body. There's no need to force or push shoulders, knees, or elbows. Remember, they're vulnerable. Hinge joints, particularly of the knee, and elbow to a lesser degree. So just looking after them, not forcing, not pushing. Beautiful. 2 more. 1. Lovely. Soften and release. Releasing your legs. Bring yourself all the way down. Bridge or wheel, your choice. So you might take bridge tonight, maybe taking out any hair ties. You might place the arms down, extend your hips up towards the ceiling. Take your bridge posture and either take shoulders, clasping hands underneath, or keeping hands nice and wide, looking only up at this point. Staying there if you're in bridge, option for those coming to Urdhva Dhanurasana. You can lift from here. On your inhalation, expand the belly, head all the way up. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 more. Lovely. Head on down. You can readjust, come down, or head back up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 more. And release. Head yourself all the way down, bridge or wheel, whichever you have preferred. Take your recovery pose, feet wide, knees together, hands to your tummy. And just breathing gently here. Beautiful. So we're heading to shoulder stand next. So take your variation. If you know you like a blanket underneath the shoulders, that's a really nice idea. It helps create some space. Otherwise, hands come alongside. Gently lift knees towards forehead. Support the lower back. Elbows are narrow. Take care with the neck, only looking up towards your toes. We're here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And plow pose is next. So toe tips towards a chair or blocks or the floor, whatever's appropriate for your body. We're also here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release yourself slowly as you can, making it a very gradual and controlled exit, heading towards fish posture. So bent knees, slide your hands under your buttocks. You can keep them bent or straighten them back out again, using your elbows to support you, coming to the crown of your head, working to open your throat, muscles around the side neck, through the collarbone, trapezius. Breathing here, 5, 4. Thinking of opening your throat, 3, 2 more, and 1. Beautiful job. Gently sliding the head out, releasing your hands, and slowly and gently rolling yourself on over. We're going to head up to seated, taking a nice, comfortable cross leg. If the knee's giving trouble, no hesitation to straighten the leg as you need to. Otherwise, nice, comfortable cross leg. Those that might be interested in doing lotus, I really want to emphasize that if you're working towards lotus over time, particularly if you're working towards lotus in inverted postures or anything like that, same thing that applies that I went through with the head of knee posture, the Janusirsasana. Close off the shin joint first. Use the hip, so firm support around your knee, open hip, firm knee, open hip. This is the same for when we do Adho Baddha, upside down posture and stuff like that, the half bound postures. And then if you can, start to work towards getting your foot in place without using your hands. Now, slippery tight help, I agree. And you'll probably see a lot of photos and footage of people flicking their foot in. Again, this is okay if you've got the right type of knees, but it's also quite stressful and potentially damaging in longer term. But the idea being that you start to bring the foot in, and I have trouble doing it without my hands as well. I can do it upside down, but we start to walk this foot in without using the hands. And so practice it this way up first. Then you might want to practice it in a shoulder stand type posture that you have a lot of control over, that you're a lot safer in. And then if you want to move towards doing it in a headstand or similar, or Karandavasana or any of the other more complex postures, then you know you've got the range, you've got the basics. And you can also experiment with both sides as well, which is something I actively encourage a lot of the time. Particularly in Ashtanga traditions, it's right foot first, right foot first, right foot first. And I feel as though this sets up obviously an imbalance. So cross legs or lotus, bringing yourself on forward. Forward fold for 5, 4, 3, 2 more, and 1. And head yourself on up. Change sides. So again, just practice working with your feet without your hands. It's a lot harder for me on this side because this is my tighter side, but I can walk that foot up, walk that foot up, walk that foot up, walk that foot up, sort of, and then work with the other side. I might need help to get myself started, but then getting that foot in place, starting to work with the muscles. And then head on forward. You might cross your hands, grab toes if they're available. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Lift yourself on up and release. We'll stay for 10 breaths. This is the option where you might insert a silent meditation in your longer practice, maybe thumb and forefinger together. You might use the mantra, so hum gently to yourself. Just 10 breaths tonight. Maybe one last breath. Wonderful job releasing fingers, releasing any lotus legs. Head yourself on out to final shavasana, final relaxation posture. So lying down on your back, grab any extra layers or socks. We'll be here for a few minutes and I will cue you. So just maybe starting to turn your palms facing up, starting to close down your eye. Drawing yourself back inwards, and first and foremost, congratulating yourself for carving out time to practice. It's always the easiest thing to postpone, but the most rewarding and supportive thing you can do. Gently come inwards now. No special breathing required. Nothing for you to do except the undoing. And perhaps taking your last 3 breaths here. Maybe one more. And then whenever you feel ready, whether that's slowly or a nice big stretch or any way you would like to move now, absolutely great. Rolling whenever you feel ready onto your favorite side. Just curl up there and appreciate what you've done for your own self this evening. Coming to a comfortable seat. We'll close with a single Om. Exhale to synchronize. Nice big inhalation. Om. And rubbing your hands together, you're welcome to cover your eyes or take your hands to your lower back, whichever is most appropriate. And I thank you for practicing this evening.